How do you like it?
It's cute. And dump our trash all over.
Well, at least then it won't be identifiable as our trash. So what is this, Lauren?
Full protection.
That's the police department?
That's the police department. That's the old police station.
Good morning. So I'm in the passenger seat again. I am uncharacteristically on a business trip with my coworker Frank here, and he has me in the absolute middle of nowhere. This is a quaint little town, legitimately town. We just passed through the town limit sign, which I guess I've seen that somewhere before, but you're used to seeing, hey, here's the city limits. No, this is the town limit. Yeah, so he just passed us by the police station, which looked kind of like a guard shack. I don't know. So we're heading up actually to North Carolina to pick up another coworker. Hopefully I'll be back before too late. I think we're driving into rain though, so I'm a little worried that the video and picture that I'm going to take is not actually going to happen, but we'll see how the day unfolds.
Good morning, because that's not distracting at all. Not even a little bit.
So we're outside of Charlotte now, taking a quick pit stop to pick up another coworker who's staying in a hotel here. It's funny, we were just in such a small town, and now we're somewhere that has electric car chargers outside. Now the day starts.
I feel like a hot mess right now. It's been one of those crazy days of getting stuff done, and not necessarily in a good way. It's just been running all over like mad people, trying to get stuff taken care of. To be honest, I'm a little bit stressed out because, I don't know, I'm just stressed out. Matthew's gone all day today, and normally I'm able to get a shower when he's here because with Luke, you can't shower or take your eyes off of him for 2 minutes because he gets into stuff. We're finished school, kind of. We still have history to do, but honestly, my throat's a little bit sore right now. I don't know if it's from talking a lot or what, because I've been on the phone with my mom a lot this morning, and I just don't feel like reading 5 pages of history right now. Maybe I might have the kids take turns. I just feel like I'm doing all this stuff and I'm not seeing much of a difference. Like, I cleaned the kitchen and it's still just kind of messy. There's stuff all over the counters and I don't really have anywhere to put it all right now, so it's gonna stay put. I'm fixing to go cheat and pick up something to eat for lunch because I just cleaned the kitchen and I just don't feel like getting stuff out.
How do you like it?
It's cute.
A castle, a queen, a flower, some grass, a pond with some reed beds, and then a lily pad in the pond.
Cool.
And a runway for the princess to go in.
Cool. How pretty. How do you like your new haircut?
I love it.
Shorter?
Mm-hmm.
You need to brush your hair at some point.
Sorry.
We're about to go grab some lunch. Let's do that.
Okay, I'm hungry.
Alright, so we have set out to do what we aim to do today as best we can with the weather being the way it was. It's been rainy the whole time. I should be back about the time I normally would at the end of the day, and then we gotta start prepping more stuff for hurricane. Still work to do out in the yard, things to tie down. I don't know, I haven't even looked at it from that perspective yet because we were kind of hoping nothing's gonna happen, but now it looks like it is again.
I think Kitty's gonna miss us. He always sits at the window before we go. Bye, Kitty. We're going to pick something up for lunch because our friends are coming over and we don't want to make a mess with lunch, I think.
So it's a couple of hours later, and I was about to run out to the grocery store because we have friends coming over this afternoon, and we're planning on doing leftover barbecue, and they're bringing a pot of chili. So we're going to kind of have a mix-matchy type meal. It's raining ever so slightly. It's raining harder than it's actually showing on camera. I think I'm going to wait. I went to walk out the door, and as soon as I touched the door handle, a bolt of lightning hit, like, right there. Immediately heard the thunder, and I'm like, I think I'm just gonna hold off for a minute. I don't really feel like getting soaking wet and hit by lightning. Yeah.
And like that, the storm's over. I'm home. I've been driving in rain all day. And we're working on a checklist for things we still haven't done to get ready for the storm that maybe won't happen, but probably will. We've just had the unfortunate realization that Tuesday is our trash day, and the storm's probably going to hit on Monday. So we could not possibly have more trash in our trash cans that we're going to have to find some way to secure.
Is there a trash bin somewhere that we could throw trash in?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Honestly, it'd be better if they were... well, I don't know. Is it better if they're empty or full? Because if they're empty, they could just blow down the street.
Yeah.
If they're full, they can blow down the street and dump our trash all over.
Well, at least then it won't be identifiable as our trash. There'll be a line all the way down the road with just our garbage leading from our house. It'll be lovely. It's a lot of work planning for something that you don't know whether it's going to happen or not.
At this point, I think it's safe to assume we're going to get something from it.
Yeah.
And it's easier to go ahead and move everything and take everything down
I agree.
than to do it all last minute.
Yeah. 3 hours later. Lauren.
Yeah?
What you doing?
We're playing a fighting game. Alright, it's we will fight, we will win. Here, Gabriel, here's some training. Hi, everybody!
I mean, you've got to have fun before a hurricane hits, right? So what is this, Lauren?
I have full protection.
From
Should I
what?
test it with a cat?
I have armor here. Here.
Can I show you your fatal flaw?
So Olivia, how are you armored?
I have my back shield, my front shield, my shield, and my bombs.
Okay.
And my sword.
She has her bombs.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with her?
I don't know. So we've had guests over for a good bit of the evening, just kind of spending time together and honestly talking a little bit of hurricane prep too. Now that everybody's left and that it's later in the evening, it's a little bit earlier than we normally start doing bedtime. So we're going to take some time and do one of our devotions that we actually haven't done in quite a while. So this is really something we need to be held accountable for because we have tried numerous times to be consistent about reading these and spending time together, working through devotions and stuff together. And it's hard. So we've been working through catechism questions, and we've got a new question today since it's been a little while since we read. And this is one that I think will sit on our minds over the next week or so. So the question is, what is God's providence? Do you know what that word means?
No.
Have you never heard it before?
No.
Providence. Oh, you've heard it, Luke?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Really good.
It looks good and beautiful.
Uh-huh.
God's providence is His completely holy, wise, and powerful preserving and governing every creature and every action. God plans everything that happens in advance. Then He causes everything to happen just as He planned. This is what we call providence. God is holy. Every plan He forms, as well as the way in which He carries it out, is completely holy. God is perfectly wise. He never makes a mistake in what He plans or does, but always chooses the very best. Since all power belongs to Him, nothing can keep Him from doing exactly as He plans. And so after we finished up our devotion, I actually read the girls' history lesson today, and like Lisa said a few times, it's kind of a mouthful. I mean, it's a really well-written account of history and all that, but it's a little bit flowery in its language sometimes, and there's a few words every now and then the girls probably don't know, so having to do substitutions on the fly and define words in the middle of a sentence every now and then can be a bit trying, but they enjoy it, and it was fun to read, so that's good. I'd like to do it every now and then, though. I like to have a part in doing their school. And here I am in the car again. So as Lisa may have explained earlier, we're actually in a state of emergency right now. So around 2:30 this afternoon, South Carolina's governor decided that South Carolina was going to preemptively call themselves in a state of emergency and instructed the populace to act as though a Category 3 hurricane would hit tomorrow. Now, we've got a couple of days to prepare, but he was kind of stressing the urgency of you don't need to wait because time's going to creep up on you a lot faster than you expect. So yeah, we've been trying to do prep work, as y'all know, but there's one thing we haven't done yet, and that's make sure we've got a full tank of gas in our car. But much as can be expected for us having waited a little while, there's going to be a little bit of trouble finding gas anywhere. Actually, looks like there might be some across the street. Yep, maybe. Let's see how much it actually pumps. Hey, alright, a full tank. Which actually was surprisingly a whole lot more gas than I thought I'd have to put in the car. But with the classes the kids have been taking, we've been running around town a little bit more than normal. But anyway, I'm glad this is full because I'm hoping we won't have to drive a whole lot between now and, whenever it gets here. Oh, and totally unrelated to anything, the McDonald's that the kids were playing at the other day has been entirely gutted. I guess that makes them some of the last kids to have ever played on the playground in there before they tore it down. I guess it also means that GameCube's not going to be there anymore. Oh well, progress. Well, I'm really thankful that looking for gas wasn't a whole lot harder than just crossing the street. I kind of expected to have to go to a couple of different gas stations, and I don't imagine that's going to get a whole lot better through the rest of the week. One of our favorite extreme meteorologists just posted something saying that he thinks South Carolina's about to get hit pretty hard, so that's not helping add to the anxiety. Well, today's shout out of the day goes to Stephen War 30. He says, "Good vlog today. I won't be able to watch for a few days. Starting Friday, I'm flying down to Orlando, Florida to visit my sister and nephew who live there. Coming back home on Tuesday. With the storm, it's a wait and see. Now they say it'll turn east off the Florida coast. Cool haircut, Luke. When I was Luke's age, I went for a haircut, and I was told if I didn't sit still, she would cut my ears off." Thanks, Steven. Gosh, kind of sounds like you're flying right into it. I hope it kind of skips past Florida. Hopefully it'll stay far enough off the coast that in Orlando you wouldn't get a whole lot. But yeah, I guess it is going to kind of be a wait and see because there's no telling what it'll actually do. I hope you enjoy your time with your sister and your nephew, but man, stay safe. Well guys, thanks for joining us today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Good night.